Good morning and welcome to another walk with Wingman. I hope you all are having a wonderful Sunday. I am out post-workout, kind of stretching my legs. Did a long run yesterday, at least the longest I've done in a while, and did a big workout today. I love working out big on Sundays because I've usually rested, and now just kind of doing my daily, I don't want to say constitutional meditation, but getting out in the fresh air and enjoying it. It's been part of my consistency streak, which we're going to talk a little bit about. And I have committed myself, I work from home. So one of my consistencies is I'm going to get outside and I'm going to walk for at least 5 minutes every day. If that 5 minutes turns into 50 minutes, that's great. But if the 5 minutes turns into 5 minutes, that's okay too. So how was your week? I hope you are gearing up for whichever holidays you may celebrate in December. I hope you and your family are well and that you are sharing the gratitude for being able to live the best life you can. And that will be filled with struggles for many of you, I know. This time of year, holidays have been tough. I lost both my parents during the holidays, so the meaning is still there. The magic may be a little tarnished in celebrating them alone, but I always like to use this time to reflect on the fact that I have a roof over my head, I've got food on the table, I have people I love, and so I am blessed. Another just quick public service announcement before we get into today's topic on consistency. Sorry for the traffic noise. I want to remind you that Veganuary is coming up. Veganuary is a global movement that helps promote adding more plants to your plate. So if you are looking for opportunities to improve your health in the new year, and you don't have to wait for the new year to start, you can do it today. The goal with Veganuary is to help you find ways to add more plants to your plate. Don't think about it as, you're not taking anything away, you're not losing anything. But if you go shopping and you pick up a vegetable that maybe you've never tried before, or you try a plant-based dish that you've never tried before, that's a great way to introduce yourself to great fruits, vegetables, and other members of the kingdom that maybe can add some high-level nutrition to your current way of eating. So if you want to learn more, you can Google Veganuary, and there's a great website that shares a lot about it. But my reason for mentioning this is just to encourage you to think about ways to add more plants to your plate in the new year. Then the other thing is that if you have nothing else to do today, at 10:30, Vesame and I will be hosting our last Perfectly Planted podcast of 2022. And it's our monthly book club, and we're going to be talking about Brene Brown's book, The Gifts of Imperfection. I don't know if you've read the book. It's going to be a lively conversation, and it's one that many of the chapters spoke to me. I wish it would have been a book that I had read 20 years ago. I think Brene published it in 2010, 2016, maybe published it a long time ago. I need to look at my notes, but would definitely encourage you to either watch live if you have time, or if you aren't, to watch the replay, because there's quite a few interesting topics that we're going to cover. But in the last few minutes this morning, and I'm walking in a beautiful sunshine, I just wanted to talk about today's topic, which is consistency. And part of my own consistency streak, I've been trying to be consistent with these podcasts, or live streams. I've been trying to be consistent with my 5 minutes outdoors. I saw a quick YouTube short by Simon Sinek, and I will post it in the blog post that goes with this walk with Wingman. And listening to it just reminded me of what consistency really means. And, you know, I love Simon Sinek, and he just manages to distill things down to their essence in a way that I'm like, duh. And he talked about the fact that consistency is not perfection. Consistency is action, and it's consistent action. And he used a great example of brushing your teeth. Most of us brush our teeth on a regular basis, once a day, twice a day, multiple times a day. You like to brush, but if you brushed your teeth just once a year, then of course the outcome of that lack of consistency would not be good oral health. But now that, you know, when you started learning to brush your teeth on a regular basis as a child, now it's a consistent behavior that you almost don't even think about. It's become an action that is embedded in just your everyday life. And that needs to be similar. And you may miss a day. You may be ill, you may be traveling. That's okay. But averaged over the course of the year, you brush your teeth the majority of the time. Now apply that to other things that are your goal. How are you embedding those actions into your everyday so that they become just part of what you do? They become like brushing your teeth. And being consistent does not mean being perfect. And again, I just want to stress that because I talk to so many people who confuse the two and get worried that, you know, oh yes, I was consistent, but then I missed a day. Gosh, that's okay. You're human. But that you pick it up, you start again the next day. But the more you can embed those actions into the way you want to live and the things you want to do to help you meet your goal, the more likely you are to achieve that consistency of behavior and consistency of action that will make that just an inherent part of your everyday life. I don't know if that makes sense, but key messages are you have to act and you have to do to develop a consistent pattern of behavior. And you can't be paralyzed by lack of perfection because one, there is no perfection, but two, just get started. Just do it. And you will start to develop the consistency that you need. It's like my everyday walk. I started, and now I don't feel right if I don't do it. So it's become part of what I just do every day. And if I don't get to it first thing in the morning, which is my goal, I will get to it at the end of my workday. And that, frequently that's only 5 minutes. So I hope that I was somewhat coherent in terms of why consistency is important in achieving your goals, and that consistency takes action. It does not require perfection. And I hope that this is something that you can reflect on as you think about how you are trying to meet your own personal goals, whether it's health, fitness, nutrition, mindset, stress reduction, general life goals. Consistency will play a key. This has been a longer walk than normal. I hope that you are able to join me next week. I will be walking, even though it is Christmas Day for those of you that celebrate Christmas. But as I said, consistency. I hope you have a wonderful week. If I don't see you next week, I want to wish you the best and the happiest of holidays. I know there's a lot going on in the world, and there's a lot of stress and strife that we're all trying to navigate. But know that you are loved, you are cared for, and you are enough. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to walking with you again soon. Take care.